the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday Night Primetime between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. Showing a little burst so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Jalen Watson on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. 1st down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Again, here's McCaffrey. And they strike quickly here to begin this game. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey on the board. That's his 1st of the season. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford to throw. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. He gets his 1st sack in his 1st career game.
Just how cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget the 1st hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep that memory for a long time.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Stafford now. And finds Adams downfield. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw, Stafford. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Nakua here. He's got it. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a big gain from the Rams. 31 yards.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
From the red zone on 1st. It's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
First and goal. Here's Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again. That 7-yard line as they get set. 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Stafford. Catch is made in close. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And this one he didn't get back to the line, Brock. Hit erased any chance of that one. It's incomplete. 4th down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Mevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Purdy throwing here on second. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. They connect on the deep shot. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 37 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Zone read to give to McCaffrey. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it. What a throw. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Rams 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on this 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
27-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Catch made the right side by Nakua. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally. in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Purdy setting up that play action. Buying some time right. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they get this down to the 28.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the first down for him.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Jordan James. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stop made by Braden Fitz. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Purdy to throw. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist bounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Like a drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Purdy looking to throw. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football for Melbourne coming up. So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Dude, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Stafford on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that's going to set up a Rams first down.
And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Miles Garrett coming in for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy to throw it. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Working quickly here.
A gain of 19 yards. And a 49er first down.
Now it's Purdy. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to work it to the 20. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. 7 now after the last catch, got him 3.
Third down.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. It's going to bring up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Pinheiro's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of the half.
And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
25 yards on the play.
We get a timeout here. 5 seconds to go in the half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down for Stafford, and he's now up to 7 of 12 throwing the football after that last completion. Setting up to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And he got it! Interception! Picked by Marquise Siegel. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for
Well, so
San
far, Brock, this
Francisco.
crowd down under has been fantastic. Expected to get even louder now as we kick off our second half. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On him quick, and they bring it down. Fred Warner getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Going from the pistol, Stafford. This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Ooh, tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only need a little bit, but all they could manage was the lone yard there, Brock. They're headed 4th down now.
You know what that's called, Kate? That is called block destruction. It is the only way in those situations defensively up front that you win in that manner. They destroyed it at the point of attack.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. 4th down. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Works it past the 20. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. A big play with their backs against the end zone. 33 yards.
A gain of 33
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we were all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
And off on the pistol, it's James. He's brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the balls. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On second down, here's Purdy. Taking a deep shot here. To the outside, it's intercepted! And the Rams will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. To throw, Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Stafford now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
The second down throw from Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stafford. Look at that power, deep left side. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Stafford to pass here on second down. That's grabbed inside the 30. To the house, touchdown LA!
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after is good by Mevis. And lead now down to 10.
Score, Niners 20, Rams 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something the teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, or maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So we've hit the end of this third quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They bring Wilson in motion right. On 2nd down, Purdy. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Purdy. Shoves one away. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's not going to challenge for that 1st down. He's taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 38-yard attempt.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And a big chunk picked up on that play, over 20, and he gets him the 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Nick Bosa getting his 1st sack of the year here in Week 1.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
He finds Adams, complete. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. There's Bosa again. The 2nd time that they have brought him down on this series. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Fine again following the sack. Stafford throwing for the back of the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now, Stafford. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. It looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Nakua here, he's got it. And they convert in a big way on 4th down. A gain of 23 on the play. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Stafford on 2nd down. Catch made right side by Nakua. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Give to Williams from the gun. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that first down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw, here's Stafford. And he's going to be brought down back to the 13-yard line. That's Dre Greenlaw getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be stopped well short of where he hoped he might get. Call it about 8 on that pass. And now you can call it 4th down.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combined in there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Purdy shuffling things at the line. They're going to pass it here. And he put everything he's got behind it. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Okay, color me a little bit surprised here, Brock. Seeing them throwing darts downfield still, considering the lead they've got at this point in the game, kind of seems like run it out territory.
Well, you call it surprise. I call it trust. That's what that coaching staff does and believes in their quarterback as they continue to fire away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. 3rd down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming. And sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I get it. The odds will tell you this game is likely over already, but if there's any chance left for them at all, it's going to require a score and score in a hurry.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that fastball's incomplete. Well,